These are the 4 biggest mistakes runners make when they're injured. First big mistake is just doing nothing. You don't want to just do absolutely nothing, because then when you come back to running, inevitably the same problem that you had before is still going to be there. There's just so many things that you could be doing, both from a cardio perspective, from rehab, just things that you could be doing that are going to accelerate your recovery that are way better than just sitting around doing nothing. And I get it, man. I mean, I've been in those points where you're just like super depressed, you're down about your injury, and really you don't even want to think about it. You either want to run, like be able to run, or you just want to do absolutely nothing. But that's not productive. That's not going to get you where you want to go faster. Gotta update Zwift. Whole lot of lava. Second big mistake is no cross training. And honestly, this is something I was terrible about in my own running career. It's not that I did none of it. I hated it. I hated biking. I hated swimming. And there were times where I just did no cardio on certain days. And it's just like, you're just leaving so much on the table. Huge missed opportunity. Little frightened rabbit going during the ride. Death dream. Nice and morose for while I talk about not wanting to do cross training. Here's a great cross-training story. So 2009, my freshman year of college, kind of like the man, the guy of my class was named German Fernandez, or Hermann. I never actually heard from the horse's mouth what he liked being called, but we all called him German. So anyway, German injured his Achilles tendon at NCAA cross country. Like, went down in the race, didn't finish the race, had like a torn Achilles tendon, was out for a little while. Dude apparently went like bananas on the elliptical while he was injured, and comes out first race in January, cross nationals in November. First race in January, dude drops a 3:56 mile, which I know doesn't sound that fast now, but back then was like mind-blowing, especially for a freshman. First race and coming off a big injury, dude just went crazy. He was really fit before. It's not like he like gained all that fitness on the elliptical, but he was really fit before. He maintained that fitness and even probably gained on it on the elliptical, and then was ready to go in the track season. If that doesn't tell you you got to cross train when you're injured, I don't know what will. Big mistake number 3, treating your injury as an isolated incident instead of looking at your body holistically. See, what I have going on right now is actually a pretty great example. I have my classic calf tenderness, tightness, maybe a little bit micro tear going on, but it's not just the calf. If I just isolated the calf and did a bunch of calf raises and rolled out the calf a bunch, yeah, maybe it'd feel a little better right away, but it's not gonna really fix the root of the problem. A lot of my problems tend to originate in like the hips and the glutes. So you'll have a calf problem, but it's downstream from hips and glutes. So I've had knee problems, IT band, that all starts at the hips and the glutes. If the glutes aren't working properly, they're not pulling their load, you're gonna have problems further down. So you gotta look at everything holistically. You can't just isolate the muscle and expect that to just completely solve your problem. Now all that said, I still do calf raises. But I do want to stop and say something real fast. There are times where taking a full week or two or even more completely off and not worrying about cross training, not worrying about losing fitness, not worrying about rehab, not worrying about any of that, where that does make sense. If you're just burned out, if you're burned out physically, even mentally sometimes, then that can be worth it. I'm not saying that that's not worth it. These are tips for like staying fit, keeping that fitness, but if you're burned out and need that break, don't hesitate to take it. Big mistake number 4, people come back too fast. And I get it, man, I've been there. I mean, it's easy to get carried away when you start feeling good and you're, oh, I'm coming back to running. And then you try to make that come back to running, does not go well. So make sure that you're actually ready to make the comeback to running when you actually do. Your bare minimum should be 1, pain-free walking, 100% pain-free walking. 2, all the like exercises you're doing that are specific to that injury should be completely pain-free, and you should be like past a certain threshold. You know, for me with a calf injury, if I could only do 10 calf raises, that's not good. I should be able to do a lot more than that. And then 3rd is try a little test run, maybe even a few test runs where you do like a walk run, 1 minute walk, 1 minute run, or just literally go run for like 5 minutes or something like that. Do a test run, make sure you're ready, and even then, ramp it up slow.